Hi everyone, hi my dear Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Liza and today in this video I'm going to give you my monthly tarot forecast and advice, and this video is for the June 2023. Things you need to be aware of and pay attention during this month. So I'm going to give you my tips, advice, recommendations, and I'm using two decks to give you the forecast. I have the basic Rider Tarot deck and I have this beautiful Illuminated Tarot deck. And today, for the month of June, I also have a special message for you. So I'm using this emotional support animal deck. So at the end of this video, at the end of the forecast, I will pull one card from this deck to give you your emotional support and special message for the month of June. So no matter what's going to happen, you have the extra support during this month. So let's start with the basics. Let's start with the Rider Tarot deck and let's see two cards. What kind of two cards we have here? We have the Strengths, the Major Arcana. Okay, that's just in beginning. One more. Five of Cups. Okay. And two more from this Illuminated Tarot deck. High Priestess. Also Major Arcana. One more. Card. So interesting. It's always interesting to see all the forecast. The Death. Three Major Arcanas. Pisces, you collected three Major Arcanas. That's going to be a life-changing month. Very life-changing month, especially if we have Death. Death is all about the transformation. The keyword, another for Death, I would say Death equals transformation. So definitely be very aware of the things around you, all the different events, people you meet, your environment, I don't know, different opportunities. It's all gonna matter during the month of June. So all little details, they are important in the month of June. So be very careful, be very aware, I would say, and conscious about what's happening and why it's happening. What can you learn, why it was given to you. Be very grateful no matter what. And let's start with the Strengths, with a Major Arcana number 8, or sometimes in some decks it's number 11. But with the Strengths, it's all about the strengths inside of you. So definitely a month to check your strengths, to see how you're doing. Are you believing in yourself? Are you believing in your strengths? Are you believing in your powers, in your skills? So it's a good month to know and think about what are your strengths, what are your talents, what are your skills, what are you good at. And it's very energetic month. So the Strengths is about growing and doing the things and achieving the things, showing all your power. So you will be tested by your strengths. Do you have enough strengths? Can you resist certain events in your life? Do you have enough strengths to go through some events in your life? The Death, especially, right? The Five of Cups, we see that something will happen, something that is not pleasant at first. I'll talk later about the Death especially, but something can be depressing for you during the months of June, something very upsetting. But do you have strength to stand up and go and keep on fighting and be willing to change, be willing to change your mindset? What are your strengths? It's also about the energy, physical energy, going and doing more activities, doing more sports, focusing on the health and wellness in general, like changing all the bad habits, focusing on your diet, on your routine, on your sleep. That's going to be a huge thing for the month of June, and I highly encourage you to think about that. Going on the hikes, going on the gym, doing like boxing, something active. The Strengths is not about taking a slow flow yoga class. No, it's about the power. It's about the energy. It's a fire energy which you need and which you will have during the months of June. So things will go fast. And be careful with your physical health and physical body, because you may overwork. Another side of the Strengths, when we feel so much power, we start being like working a lot, and so we start overworking and putting all the hard work into it, and Your body will tell you. If you feel that your body is struggling, if you feel tired, you feel pain in your body, that's a sign that you need to take some time off and you've been overworking. Also, another side, as I said, that you do have to do some sports. If you feel like you start gaining the weight, it's signs that you do not give this energy. The energy, the strength has been accumulating inside of you, and you need to let it go. You need to go and do the things, being active, do sports, do physical activities. That's important. Changing of the diet, as I said so many times. Avoiding all the bad habits. Nutrition is important. So if you wanted to change your life, with your Pisces, the month of June is to change your life completely. Based on the other major arcanas, you have to change your life completely, and your life will change completely in the month of June. Because, okay, let's talk about death, right? The death, as I said, it's about transformations. And transformations, the thing is that at some point, at some stage in our life, when the death comes and when things happen, when those transformations come, they do not seem positive for us. We are not happy about them, and something will happen to you with the 5 of Cups, right? Something upsetting, something you feel depressed, you feel anxious, you're not feeling happy about something. But the idea with the death is that yes, it will feel that way. It will feel that you're not happy and dismotivated to do the things, you feel depressed. But the thing with the death, that all of those things will only lead, all of those changes, all of those transformations will only lead to a better results and better outcomes for you. Yes, you will have to go through some pains. Yes, at that stage in your life, it will feel like it's a curse. Like, why it's keep on happening to me? Why it's so hard? I'm afraid, I don't want to do that. Changing of the job or something, like a new stage in your life. The death is that something needs to die, like inside of you. Some stage in your life, we're starting a new stage in your life. Things need to die and you got to reborn and start something new. Maybe you're not ready to let your past go. Some people, you're too attached to something. Of course, it's painful. Of course, we are depressed and sad and anxious about it. But it will only lead to a better outcome. You gotta always remember this. Like, remember this phrase. If something happens, please remember that I told you, Liza told me, that all of this will lead to a better outcome and better things in life. It will all make sense. Maybe at that moment it won't make any sense, and for you it will feel like it's the end of the world, but it's not. This is going to be given for you to help you grow, to get better results, to achieve better things in life. But you should not resist it. If you resist the changes, if you go against the flow, you're gonna get into trouble. That's going to be very painful for you, and you can spend the whole month of crying and being upset about something if you resist. Be open to changes. Do not afraid of them. That's important. So it's a good month to change your style, image. If you want to change your hair, cut your hair, do it. Anything, like all the transformations, they are good for you for the month of June, and I highly encourage you to do that. So it's time to, as I said, start a new stage in your life. Maybe you finished school and now you are entering a new life, a new stage in your life. You finished one thing, the past, and here we go, something new. Maybe it's also like something positive can happen. It can be like engagement or marriage. You were a boyfriend and girlfriend, partners for a long time, and now you're getting engaged, now you're fiancé. Or maybe you lived by yourself, you were single, and now you're moving in with your partner. That's a new stage in your life. Or maybe you wanted to have a divorce for a long period of time. Of course, it's upsetting. Of course, it can bring lots of negative feelings and emotions, but this divorce will help you to move forward and feel reborn and enter the new stage of your life. So do not be afraid of the changes. Do not resist them. Welcome them. Even if it doesn't seem that way, the transformations, I said so many times, they will only bring a better and the best outcomes for you. You needed it. You just needed extra push. Maybe you've been too afraid of something. Maybe you've been too attached to some things and people in your life, and you cannot let them go by yourself. That's when the death comes. When we are not able to transform it, and when we are not able to enter this new stage by ourselves, we will be forced to do that. But do not be afraid. Everything is going to be amazing. It's like, the process of butterfly. How butterfly becomes a butterfly, right? So some things need to die in order to become a butterfly, and born and be as a butterfly and live the beautiful life and a better life. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, yes, something upsetting may happen. Something, I don't know, the job, not feeling happy with the job, or not feeling happy with your partners, with your relationships. It's all emotions. Emotionally, you don't feel happy at all. But when we look at 5 of Cups, you can see we have 3 cups on the ground and 2 cups at the back, which are still full, whatever it could be, whatever you want, wine, water, whatever it is, they're still standing. So there's still positive things in life. You're just looking and you're focused on the negative things only, and you do not see the positive outcomes. You do not see, and you don't have this optimistic mindset. All you have to do, just look back. Shift your mindset. Try to focus on positive aspects rather than focusing on the negative things. Maybe something about your job. Maybe you will be upset about the job and you keep on focusing on the negative aspects, but you don't pay attention to what good things this job give you. Maybe this job gives you a great salary. It's a good point. Maybe great people, lots of support, lots of free time that you can do lots of your own things. So shift your mindset. Shifting your mindset and focusing on the positive things and being more optimistic will be a game changer for you. Okay, but you gotta do it. You gotta have all this power. You have all the strength. You have everything. I feel like that's why the strength is given to you in the months of June, so you could believe in yourself more and feeling that you have strength to go through everything. You have strength to go through whatever is going to be on your way in the months of June. You can deal with whatever is happening. Shifting your mindset is important. Focusing on the positive things, being grateful, whatever is happening to you in your life, and having the strength to go through the transformation, even if it's not the most pleasant one. Maybe if you have to undergo through some, therapy sessions or something which will transform your life completely, it's painful, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it to have new you. So new you will finally, I hope, if you do not resist. If you do not resist, it will be new you, new stage, new era of you. But if you resist and you go against the flow, you will only struggle. The whole month will be like a disaster for you. Like, it will be very negative. You will be very upset, anxious, afraid, lots of fears, and nothing good is going to happen out of it. So do not resist. Be willing to change. Be willing to change your life and be open for everything, and be open to let your past go. It's time to move on. It's time to enter into a new stage of your life. Okay? The High Priestess. The major arcana number 2. The High Priestess, it is everything about intuition. I would say intuition is the key word for High Priestess. Listening to yourself. Having this extra voice inside of you coming from the God, universe, and whatever you believe, helping you and guiding you. Leading with your heart is important. Listening to your heart is important. But the intuition, the problem sometimes what happens with the intuition is that when we are afraid of something, and you can be afraid, as we just discussed, of something, we have lots of fears, our intuition gets blocked. And our fears drive you, not our intuition and not extra voice and guidance from the God and from the above, but your fears which are guiding you. Let's say you're afraid of flying on the airplane, and you come and say, okay, my intuition told me that I shouldn't fly on this plane. I should take a train instead. That wasn't your intuition. Those were your fears which stop you, and you keep on saying that's your intuition. That's not your intuition. So intuition is having this extra tips and advice at this present moment, but you do not know why you gotta do some things. Like, there's no logic, there are no facts behind any of this. Let's say somebody is calling you, and do not look at the phone. Just try to first solve which comes to your mind. Who is calling? Oh, my friend. If it's not your friend, nothing is gonna happen. That would be your intuition, your first thought, your first idea. The logic would be like, okay, it's 4 p.m. My friend finished his job, so he always usually calls me at that time. So it's him calling, and we're meeting tonight for the dinner. That's your logic. I want you to avoid logic. I want you to lead with your intuition. How do you feel? Your feelings and emotions and this guidance are very important for the month of June. You will feel it. Like, you will feel when it comes to the death, we need the intuition. How do you feel? Like, you will feel that, okay, I need this extra guidance. I need to do this, and I should do that. And again, if you do not resist all the changes and all the transformations, and your fears, and you're not afraid, and your fears do not take over you, that's going to be an amazing and life-changing month for the great achievements in life. But also with a high priestess, she is observing things. She has also the book right here, like learning, studying, and observing these things will bring you a lot of clarity, like observing other people, analyzing things. Maybe you don't want to get attached to your past anymore, and you want to let some people go in your life, maybe your circle. There's nothing that holds you anymore together, and you want to move on. Just try to observe, analyze. How do you feel? What is your heart and your voice is telling you about it? Okay, so observing things which are happening in your life, observing people, analyzing, that's also a great thing to do during the months of June. But it's very life-changing months. Like, just do not be afraid of anything. Do not resist. You have all the strengths. Just remember about that. You have all the strength. You have all the powers to undergo through anything in your life. And remember that even if at that moment, I know that at some moments it doesn't seem there's nothing good in this. Liza, what you're saying, there's nothing good in this. This is horrible. Like, this is a disaster. I know. But that's how you're gonna grow. That's how you're gonna get reborn, like a phoenix, reborn and move on. And it's gonna be new you, and new things, new opportunities, new people will come to your life. Okay? Emotional support animal, your special message. So if you struggle, if you're afraid of something, let's see. If you feel depressed and anxious, let's see what's going to be your emotional support animal for the month of June. Oops. 2 actually cards. Somehow. I didn't want that, but 2 cards. That's the first one. This little doggy. You can do this thing. Yes, you can do it. That's strength and power. You can do everything. You can do this. And another one, you just kind of fall, meaning that you probably need it. It's your weirdness that makes you wonderful. You see, you're doing amazing and you're wonderful. Just believe in yourself and everything is going to be amazing. Okay, so these 2 are your emotional support animals for the months of June 2023, and let me know how you feel about your forecast. Maybe you already feel that something is coming up, like some changes are coming up. Maybe you planned something for the months of June. Maybe you're going somewhere, or like you're ready for transformation. Let me know in the comments below. I would be happy to read and to know what you're going through right now in life. And thank you everyone for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.